Since I had a high fever, I feel that people around me have been more caring than before. Especially Jigi, who wants to stick his tongue in my mouth at every opportunity. I have never felt any inconvenience in my life. Really? Not one inconvenience? Like, not even when your mother was taken away screaming in front of you as a child? Okay. I mean, I guess that's probably a little more than an inconvenience, but still. Anyway, Soon has been taking care of me excessively these days, and Esta has been pampering me. No! Esta, you don't know what she did on the bed! You need to burn it and get a new bed. I am not good at sitting still, and I am both thankful and frustrated by the situation. I'm already pretty much healed, so it's time for me to start walking around. When I said that, I was pushed back to my bed by Esta and Soon, who smiled this morning. I love Soon. It's nice to see them both smile, but this is a little troublesome. Speaking of troubling...
Aw, I want to eat salty grilled chicken tonight.
This, too, is troubling. Also, you know what? I was talking about inconvenience of her mom being taken away, but also, she was kidnapped from her country to another country and then forced to marry a guy. Like, none of these are inconveniences. Oh man, all of a sudden my brain's like, wait a minute. I guess me and Naala just have different definitions of inconvenience. Then shouldn't you be going back to your room now? I follow Jigi, who is rolling freely on the bed with my eyes. This guy has no respect for anything. Needless to say, this is Esta and I's bed. Yes, thank you. I don't need the reminder, thank you. Incidentally, this is not the first time I have seen this scene. He's been spending time in Esta's room ever since the night we slept together. Do you mean, like, slept together or slept together? I'm squinting at you, Naala.
I'm sure you'll miss me, so I'll eat with you.
I won't miss you, so you can go back. I don't mean to be blunt, but Nasla has a very troublesome custom. Don't share a meal table with anyone other than your husband when he isn't around. This custom doesn't exist in Roos, but when in Nasla, do as the Nasla do, as they say. This isn't something I could do openly. Actually, I would like to eat together with him. I do enjoy being with Jigi. It's mysterious and uplifting, and I feel happy. It's not that Jigi swears less than before or anything like that, but I feel like the atmosphere has changed, especially recently when we are together. And it has enough power to make me want to be immersed in this atmosphere forever. It's really troublesome. You know I'm Esta's wife, right?
I know. What about it?
I wonder if it's just my imagination. He's been making a lot of unreasonable requests since that night when we slept together. I've gotten used to his harsh words. It's not okay, but it is. It's painful to make a wish that cannot be granted. Well, there's no need to feel sorry for me. I just need to say when something's no good, as I've done up to now. Yeah. I was conflicted, but I made up my mind. As I was about to open my mouth to boldly refuse, I was surprised to see something on my lap and stiffened. What are you doing?
Knee pillow.
I can see that. I'm asking why you're using my knees as a pillow. I'm mildly confused and speak in a stiff tone. Jigi, in a defenseless position, and who constantly calls me a sow, is here with his head on my lap, so it's quite natural to be surprised. With Jigi as he is now, even I could kill him. That's what your first thought? That's your first thought with him lying there? Is like, it'd be so easy to kill you right now. What is this relationship? Are you okay?
What?
If you're careless, you might be open to retaliation?
Taking revenge on one person won't do you any good.
But... At first glance, the inside of the castle is peaceful, but in the shadows, there's betrayal and purging. The chain of blood seems never-ending. I wonder if Nasla will be okay from now on. When I muttered out of anxiety, Jigi let out a short breath, raised his body, and held up 2 fingers.
As long as those 2 live, it'll be just fine.
Those 2?
Lord Noel and Lord Toya. If we can solve the problem while those 2 are still alive, the monarchy will continue.
Is that also a hunch?
No, it's the current situation. Those 2 have a lot of enemies, but they have more allies than you think.
Is that so?
As you know, there are so many hard-headed aristocrats in this country that there are still some dusty customs and superstitions. Those people basically respect the blood of the king. After all, the king is supposed to be descended from the spirits. If they try to assassinate Lord Toya, or even Lord Noel, they wouldn't get away with it so easily. Even being aware of that danger, the assholes trying to assassinate the king and purge the throne are actually a group of aristocrats who are extremely desperate. There are exceptions sometimes.
Why are they so desperate?
Well, Lord Toya is more of a pacifist than previous Nasla kings, so some of the aristocrats who were making a living off the military have lost their source of income. Of course, Lord Toya made policies to secure alternative sources of income, but they cannot give up the business that their ancestors have protected for generations. And so they complain and rebel like idiots. So that's why they want a king who'll start wars.
Interesting. Okay, I'll give you this, Jiggy. You gave me some interesting context for more like the political atmosphere in Nasla, so thanks for that.
By the way, most of these rebels are low-ranking aristocrats who were awarded their ranks for their service in wars against other countries 100 years ago. In other words, they have a short history and are looked down upon by the older aristocrats. Even if they were assassinated en masse, the higher-ups would turn a blind eye to it.
And now we've got the problem of the lack of women, so things are pretty complicated now.
That problem is more prominent now, so there are many people who don't understand it. That much is true. Well, as long as we have Lord Noel, I'm sure that issue will be solved eventually.
I understand that Toya's bloodline is important, but why does Noel have so many allies?
Originally, that person had strong personal ties with other countries. In addition to that, losing the bet with you this time has added ties to his homeland. Since most of the old-timers earn their income from trading, despite their belly aching, they don't want to kill Lord Noel with all his connections. So, Lord Noel is trying to skillfully guide the lower aristocrats to our side.
Guide?
Nasla doesn't fight anymore, so let them do business where there's a fight. He's planning to use the connections he has to get all the idiots out, in a way that'll make it more convenient for us.
I see. You're unexpectedly well-versed in politics.
Unlike Mr. Esta, my main job was espionage. Remembering that much is easy.
After explaining everything, Jiggy said,
"Mission complete,"
and put his head on my lap again. Why'd you do that again?
My wounds hurt. If I move now, I might start bleeding.
You're lying. You were rolling around a moment ago.
No, really. Go ahead, touch it.
No, thank you. While I was refusing, my hand was taken away and pressed against Jiggy's bare skin. At that moment, a small tremor ran through my fingertips. The feeling of his skin reminded me of the intense kiss we exchanged that night. Just as I felt my cheeks heat up, Jiggy, who was looking up at me from below, twisted his lips into a grin. Shut up!
What are you remembering, you nasty girl?
I'm not remembering anything. It's because you do things like this.
What do you mean? I just had you touch my scars. Ah, maybe.
Jigi clapped his hands and stood up. When I was too bewildered to move, the approaching lips whispered to me, biting my earlobe.
Do you remember doing that with me?
What do you mean by that? We only kissed! I'm so upset that I got tongue-twisted. Panicked, I tried to move away, and Jigi nibbled on my earlobe. It didn't hurt too much, but I jumped, and my body weakened trying to push him away.
Yeah, we only kissed. Well, I kissed you here, and here. But I guess you can call those kisses as well.
Alright, we got confirmation. It was only a kiss, or multiple kisses in this case. Fine, but also not fine. I'm not okay with this. Can we please go somewhere other than Esta's bedroom, please? You're awful. Why do you tease me so much?
Teasing? It's true.
Seriously, don't do that again.
Why?
Why? He doesn't even like me. Being told that on the spur of the moment, I felt as if I'd suddenly been pushed off a cliff. This almost feels like I want Jigi to like me in a special way. I was about to say it in my heart, but I almost lost my strength at the foolishness. No way. Is it that I like Jigi in a special way? I've been a tomboy ever since I was a child, my hobbies being swordsmanship and archery. I'm proud that I've never lost to anyone in hunting, and I'm always top-ranked in the national drinking competitions. But since the future King Auri was always by my side, men never approached me. As someone who has lived through such a lonely childhood as a woman, I wasn't sure if this was what the world calls romantic feelings. Even if that's the case, I wonder what I fell in love with. I stare at Jigi's face as he rests his head on my lap again. He's got a nice face, but I know lots of good-looking people. We have established that the Nasla men are quite beautiful. As for his personality, at first I thought he was a real asshole, but now I don't hate him. But even saying that, he's got some kind traits and came to see me despite his body hurting. When I listed the reasons why I like Jigi one by one, the events up to now ran through my mind like a flying bird. And in every scene, there is one thing in common. Jigi, in his own twisted way, is very honest. I don't think there is ever a time when his emotions are not in line with his actions, or that he has the slightest desire to pretend to be something he's not. He does what he wants, and doesn't do what he doesn't want to do. Despite such a seemingly childlike personality, he is also very mature, and keeps an exquisite sense of distance from his partner. Are you sure about that? Please define an exquisite sense of distance from his partner. Please. I would like to know. Sometimes, when I try to touch him, he flutters away. Well, I have not been present for any of that, so I'll take your word for it, I guess. Thinking about this, I don't mind him resting on my lap. While I tossed and turned at these changes, I noticed my heart had been stolen away. He is a bit cat-like. I was trying to think of reasons why I liked him, but I ended up settling on a weird place. I groaned a little, and Jigi's hand stretched between my eyebrows. I was so surprised to see the wrinkles on his brow.
What are you thinking?
If I'm a pig, then you're a cat.
I have no idea what you're on about.
The usual revenge.
You're cheeky.
Even as I complain, Jigi sits on my lap and smiles happily. It made me laugh too. It's surprisingly difficult to find reasons why I like him. Hey, Jigi? There are people with whom it's fun to be with and they make you happy. Do you know why?
Mr. Esta.
Well, it's the same with Esta, but that's not quite the same. When I answered, Jiggy erased his smile as if he was seriously thinking about it. Then he got up suddenly.
Because you like them.
I don't know why, though.
You think too hard. If you enjoy being with someone, you will like him. Then, when you find something good about the person you like him more. On the contrary, for me, being together is excruciating, which makes me hate.
In that case, it's painful for you to be with me. Jiga? When I called out to him, he suddenly pinched my cheek. When I raised my voice in protest at the small pain, Jiggy, who was half-eyed, gave me a light headbutt. Ow!
It's okay. That hurt me too.
That's not okay at all.
Aw, don't get mad.
If you hate me that much, you should go back to your room.
Yeah, I'll go, but tell me before that.
What?
How far have you gone with Mr. Esta? My intuition tells me you haven't gone that far yet.
How far? Well, I've never left the first district. We haven't got past first base yet, my dude. Oh no. This is a mess. This is a big old mess.
I'm not asking about something so stupid.
What? What's wrong with being honest?
It's a matter of stages.
Stages?
Ugh, that's why...
Flabbergasted, Jiggy put his mouth to my ear as if telling a secret. What was said in that way was so embarrassing that I couldn't possibly put it into words. Couldn't even, have the reader read what he said. Just deleted it from existence. What? What are you saying? I haven't done that. I was about to say that, then stopped myself. If I denied it here, then it'd be revealed that we didn't do the first night ceremony. If that happens, Esta will be in trouble.
How about it?
We're a married couple, so, you know, we've done stuff.
That's weird.
What? It's not weird at all.
It's weird because my intuition has never been off.
Even if you say that with such confidence. This is bad. Jiggy surprisingly gets hung up on topics that he's interested in. If this continues, I'll be questioned and my lies will be exposed. In a panic, I climbed out of bed to get Jiggy to go home. Hey, it's getting dark. Shouldn't you hurry home? Jiggy looks at me from the top of the bed as if thinking about something. During that time, I couldn't make eye contact because I was afraid that my lies would be detected. Before long, I heard the sound of Jiggy getting off the bed and I stroked my chest in relief. Good. My lies won't be found out. Yeah, are you sure about that? Alright. Well, got our first, CG with short-haired, Naala and Jigi. Great. Good. Jiggy? My wrist was grabbed and I froze in confusion. The distance between our lips is so close that I can subtly feel the heat of his breath.
Is it because you like Mr. Esta that you want to drive me away so much?
I like Esta, but it's not that I want to drive you away. Jiggy, who gave a light nod, seemed to be both angry and laughing. I didn't know what he was thinking about his ambiguous expression, and I was at a loss to deal with it.
By the way, don't you think it's dangerous to be with me?
Dangerous?
You know, me being the opposite sex.
That's... Certainly, a normal person would panic if placed in the situation, but I am not normal. Choking on my lies. Anyway, but the other person is Jiggy, who doesn't hesitate to say that he hates me. And if Jiggy wanted to do something to me, our relationship would have changed that night. I mean, I guess that's true. He is pushing boundaries, but he didn't push that particular boundary, so I guess I can give you that much. That's why our relationship will never be more than what it is now. His next statement tells me that my guess was far too naive.
I've decided. I thought about it a lot, but ultimately I'm going to have all of you.
Yeah? Well, I'd like for you to explain the details of your decision so that I can understand.
I'm a male. You're a female. That's all.
No! That doesn't explain anything. Are you listening to me? Our lips are getting closer and closer as I panic. Jigi narrowed his eyes as if enjoying himself.
I'll listen, but later.
What do you mean? ... What do you mean ... It was sunset. The sun was out. In Esta's bed? Y'all for the streets. I wash my hands of you both. Nah. But in the end, I couldn't speak much that night and fell asleep in Jigi's arms.
As I thought, my intuition is never wrong.
I mean, I guess that's one way to check if they've done the married things. Ah! I slipped between dreams and reality while hearing that happy murmur. No! No, I don't want to have an Esta point of view. I don't want it. Look how at peace and happy he is here. You want me to go into that brain after that? Oh. Look at what you've done to my boy. Listen to the music. Oh. This is the sound of my heart shattering into 1,000 pieces.
The assembly will finally meet tomorrow. Although we have gathered enough materials to outsmart the ministers, the preparations are not finished yet. It looks like we'll be working almost all night tonight. Mr. Esta, if you are tired, please leave the rest to me. No, I'm not tired. Having taken a rare break to look up at the starry sky, I guess he thought I really was tired. I smile back at my subordinate Soon's concern and look at the stars again. Then, may I bring you something to drink? Why don't we have some alcohol, Soon?
Yes, you know what? I think this is a good time to drink, actually.
Oh, is that okay? I don't usually drink alcohol, and even though we were outside of working hours, this would be the first time to drink during work, so Soon asked back with a bewildered look. You know that I can handle my alcohol. Yes, but... And right now, drinking seems to help me concentrate. I reach out to the moon. I moved my fingertips as if I could stroke it gently. Thank you. I admire you, I added internally. I am envious of Jigi, but I have no regrets. Envisioning the girl who taught me love on the back of my eyelids, I was filled with gratitude.
My heart is breaking so much. This is so much sadder than the Naran-Surin triangle. This is so much sadder for me. Oh, I hate everything right now. I'm also... Soon, could you also get me a drink? Maybe 2?
Shall I bring us something strong? Sure. Now, thanks to her, I can laugh like this. Not just smiling, but she also gave me countless other emotions. So this time, it's my turn to return the favor.
You're too good for this world, Esta. Too pure. Too freaking pure.